I'm expanding the channel on the pool and billiards coverage by including 2 more games right now. It's probably going to be more the longer we go. And those 2 new games are going to be banks or bank pools, 9-ball banks, whatever you want to call them, banks. And short rack 8-ball. Right now it's 50% full rack 8-ball and 50% 9-ball. But that's going to change right now. Banks is played with any 9 balls racked in a diamond like 9-ball in any order. The first player that makes 5 legal bank shots wins the game. If you make 1 or more balls on the break, you get to keep shooting, but those balls that were made on the break stay down until you're done shooting. Then when you miss, those break balls come back up and are spotted for your opponent. Although it's a call pocket game, the shot still has to go clean if you call the pocket and the object ball hits another ball but still goes in the pocket. It does not count, and you lose your turn, and that ball is spotted back up for your opponent. Fouls are not ball in hand except for in the case of fouling on the break, in which case it's ball in hand in the kitchen or behind the head string. In the event of fouling while you're making a ball, while the ball is made, that ball comes back up on the table, and the player that fouled loses a legally pocketed ball, which also comes back up on the table. So just remember for now that a foul means a loss of a ball, a loss of a point, and that ball gets spotted back up on the table. There's basically 2 versions of the game. One is the Kentucky version and the other is the Tennessee version. But people in Tennessee that are northern Tennessee tend to lean toward the Kentucky version, which basically means no kick shots. In Tennessee, they play 3 or more rail kick shots, whether it's 3 rails, 4 rails, or 5 rails, is considered a legal shot and legal bank. If you're actually in Kentucky, they're very pure about this, and they will not allow you to shoot kick shots. But I learned on the Tennessee version, and because I think kicks are just as exciting as banks, I tend to play the Tennessee version, but I can play both ways. It's no big deal. Just make sure you and your opponent are playing by the same rules before you start the match. That's important.
I can understand to try to, to recover a child or something, but man, that's getting awful close to. They want to know where you're at. Yeah. That's where it records every vehicle. Man. We went over close to your old stomping grounds. We got to Lancaster.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She wanted to see Amish country, we went over and did one of those Amish farm deals.
Short rack 8-ball. 9 balls are racked like a diamond, just like 9-ball, except with the 8 in the middle and any 4 stripes and any 4 solids racked in any order in the rest of the balls. This first clip is a little bit out of focus, but we're going to start with this one, and I promise after this it clears up and gets more focused. It's played with the same set of rules as standard ball in hand 8-ball, but it is take what you make, so whatever suit you make on the break, that's your suit. If you make 1 or more of each set of balls, it's still open table, and your choice if you foul to pocket a ball. Still, it's the incoming player's choice. Slop does count, but if you're just matching up, you and your opponent can decide if you want to play call shot or call pocket. If you foul on the break, it's ball in hand in the kitchen or behind the head string. The issue of making the 8 on the break comes up during this video later on, and we'll talk about that more when we get to it. What's good about this game is it can break the limiting mental habit of just thinking 3 balls ahead and can expand it to thinking 4 or 5 balls ahead without overwhelming the player. If you're going to be playing or practicing this game, you should absolutely work on seeing the whole table pattern. So let's go in live here, and I have so many clips from last night that they're all mixed up inside my head, and I don't really remember much of anything. But this out of focus issue on this camera is really kind of getting to me. But in a second it'll go away. Alright, I made one of each on the break, so it's my choice. And both runouts would be simple.
4.
There's a 4-ball runout if you count the 8 here. And I'm deciding on stripes. So this is, and this is, well, I just fouled right there. You're just spinning this ball left-hand English, a little bit of top and left just to come out the center table. A little past center table, but that's perfect. We can go off the rail and be perfect on the 8-ball bottom left here. And now I get myself on the rail as usual. I got a real problem with this. It's almost like I do it on purpose. And that's that, right? That was a 2-pack.
I know that was 10.
That's about timing.
Oh, that's much more clear. Alright, now I feel better. Let's just do this. I'm gonna stripe on the break, and that's it, so I'm stripes. And here's that same spinning shot out the center table. I'm trying to get on the 15 here. And what is that? The 14 will be right there in the side. And the 14 shot, we're going to have to pull back a little bit on the 8. But we're a little bit off angle here. This is a scratch shot if you pull back too far, so be careful on that shot. And you can see if it went back too far, that would have scratched. Alright, good. That's that right. And you can see exactly how fast this goes. And, you know,
I saw Florence. He was at the
when a 9-ball player plays it, it's you know,
Kroger store.
it's almost too easy. I actually get bored with it and run out after run out after run out because it just becomes too easy. Made 2 solids on the break, so this is only a 3-ball run out. And it looks like the 11 ball's in the way of this 3-ball shot to get on 6. And it is, and I tried to get around it, but there was no way. So now I have a pretty difficult shot on the 6. So in some cases this can be a shot maker's game. It looks like we're going to the right rail and then back to the left side. I'm bouncing off that rail to get a shot on the 8. I'm a little below the 8, so this is not an easy shot. And as far as the stripes of that ball that I thought was a 14 is actually the 10 ball, so it's a 10, 11, 13, and 15 out there on the stripes if it comes up again. That was a dry break, and if you're just practicing this game, come at the table as if it was Josh Filler that just broke dry and you're his opponent. And you can even be a smart ass and say, hey Josh, that's the last shot you're going to have in this tournament. No, don't do that. Don't be a good sport. We need good sports. Alright, I think I just chose striped bowls and I did, and I got a little weird here, but I'm just gonna bump the 15 up while skimming, what is it, the 13? And just get the cue ball in a position to get back on the 11. And it's just a simple draw shot, and my stick came up like an amateur there, but it's okay. And I'm just gonna bump this ball, trickle down, and it really doesn't matter what kind of position I get on the 8. Just shoot it soft so you have a shot on the 8. And this is a scratch shot on a lot of tables, so be careful with that. And you can see me looking at it. But it doesn't scratch, it slows down and stops, and we're on to the next one. And that topic with coming back at the table like you're playing Josh brings up, it brought up an interesting topic that we could talk about in a minute, about using this game to hustle pull the old-fashioned way, but I cannot condone hustling pull on this channel. And I don't want to. I've kind of outgrown that stage that I was in for many, many years of hustling really bad players. But I say I'm also not your daddy, so, I'm not going to preach at you. Just use your own judgment. Yes, you could do that, and you could do it very well by playing loser breaks. But don't do that. Alright, what did I choose? Stripes again. And we have a problem on the 10 ball. I think I didn't include the 12 ball because with my camera and the internet and the way it picks balls up, the 10 and the 12 often get mixed up. I have almost no room here, and I have to cheat the pocket on this shot. There's guaranteed nothing, but I shoot it soft and barely get in there, just by the skin of my teeth. It's an easily missable shot. And there goes Eric. Bye, Eric. Have a good day. And on to another one. And I think this is where I make the 8 on the break, and the subject of what does that mean comes up. I don't know if that means we'll win in this game. Short racket. It's a totally different game. Oh, you ever play short rack 8 ball?
Play what?
Short rack 8 ball?
Yeah, I have played, but I don't remember.
Did you make it on the break? Does it count?
I can't exactly tell you the rules, but it should.
Let's text old McDonald's. See, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's not an emergency or anything. I was just wondering. Or I'll text him.
Your phone's in the car.
Yeah, I'll text him. Either way, it don't matter.
So what should we do with that one?
That's not over yet.
Oh. But if it's an automatic win, when he gets 10 points?
I said I don't know how to score it. I don't.
Okay, got it.
And it's an 8. I contacted Steve McDonald on the following day, who did confirm that the 8 on the break in any pocket is a win of the game. Because the game itself is meant to be fast and fun, and just a way to kind of bring the fun back to pool, make pool fun again. So it kind of gives an intermediate player the opportunity to see what it's like to string racks together and monopolize the table. Anyway, if I'm just practicing, we're going to go ahead and spot the 8 ball if I make it on the break. That's how I practice 9 ball anyway. But of course, in actually playing a set with somebody, we're going to take it as a win. And I think we're going into a 2-pack here. Let's see, I think I made one of each. Is that right? Yeah, made one of each, so it's going to be a 4-ball run, and it looks like I'm taking the stripes. There's a little bit of a draw to get right on this 10 ball. You know, a lot of people do crazy stuff here to get right on the 8. You can use the 5 ball to bump into, and you'll be perfect on the 8. So that was shot with a whole lot of left-hand English to kill the angle and to come back and hit the 5.
15 on this side or 1 on this side?
One goes on.
Yeah, the ball's now confirmed. It just looks like it's going to be a 2-pack.
Okay, buddy. Just good.
Robin went outside. You're supposed to take care of this year. I got business in the front. There's a politician up at the counter, and Shirley was supposed to be taking care of this. But John's got to step up and do Shirley's dirty work.
Did you break it? Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Make a thing. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Good job.
Just trying to get some political brownie points. Yeah, he just said he was meeting somebody here.
What's new?
It's hot. Oh, that's not new, is it?
So I'm over at Jackson Square today for a 10 o'clock meeting. And around, I get there at 9:45, I mean, it looks like it's gonna rain. It really does. An hour.
Dry break.
What was the last score?
It
Yeah,
was,
dry break.
10.
What?
This is, I'm not.
Well, when I was at home, there was a clock came down.
Taking the sides.
And soaked her straight.
Yeah, you might ask what made me take the solids, and I don't like where the 15 is.
It was just right down there on the street.
And instead of shooting at 2 and going into traffic, I decided to shoot 3 first, and that should give me an easy out here. That's the 13 ball up there on the rail. And it looks like the 5 ball, but it's not. And how am I going to shoot the 8? What am I going to do here on the 2? I think I'm a little bit on the left side of the 2, so I'm going down. Again, that was with inside English to kill the rail. And you get right on the 8.
So it was open for me too.
Otherwise, I think we probably would have went into the
I then
15.
put sorry, no, stripe inside. After sorry, I did stripe. So what is it now?
You just leave the strike in because that one belongs to you.
And yeah, I know we're playing a lot of rags here, but I think the rest of me playing, wow, look at that camera angle, it's terrible. But this is the last one, and Steve said he doesn't mind being on camera at all, he's used to it. So I think we're going to start filming some matches here on this when I get a chance. And when Steve gets a chance at the same time. I'll try to make it happen. Looks like we're taking stripes here. Well, we're well into stripes. Now I gotta get right on this 8 ball. It's not going to be easy because I don't have the right angle. I'm really going to have to juice this ball. And I think I overjuiced it a little bit, but it'll work. Thank you guys for joining us. We have no outro. This is it. Peace.
Hey, you got 62.